Hello everybody, and it's been a while since I've done a Yu-Gi-Oh tube, a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube video. Got my placemat here. I love the forbidden cards, but what I wanted to show you is a deck profile, and I came across it a while back when Gradles first came out, because it uses a Gradle engine. And as you can tell, this card, I don't know if you've ever really read this card, but it says, okay, yeah, oops, let me see. So it says, you can gain 100 attack and defense for each tuner monster in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can send one tuner monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. So this card not only can take control of your opponent's monsters, but it can also add 100 attack and defense for every tuner in your graveyard. And the card starts at it's a 2700 attack. So 10 tuners, and and of course this card itself is a tuner. It's a level 8 tuner. So think of some of the monsters you can bring up with this. So this deck all revolves around this card. You can also use this deck, since there's a lot of tuners in this, you can also use it to synchro summon. But let me just so I have two of the Bird of Paradise, 3 Gradle Slime, and I'll get to these in a moment, and 3 Gradle Eagle, and 3 Gradle Alligator, and 3 Gradle Cobras. Of course, uses the Gradle engine to mostly, search, get monsters on your field, and you're searching for the cards you want. Mainly those 2 cards. These 3, well, they do have some usable things. I use these mostly because they're like level 4 beater monsters. I mean, 2000 beater, 1800 beater, and this is a 1400 beater. But I think the Ancient Dragon has a it has an effect that you can definitely use. So that's that so far. That's the Gradle engine, and that's like using that. And you can use those level 4s if you want to exist something or what have you. But I mean, main focus is to get those 2 out. And of course, so now I have a bunch of tuners. I got 3 of these tuners. The Speedroid Tri-Eye Dice, Carry Bonds, 3 of the Carry Bonds. That's also, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure if this one, I'm not sure if it's legal to run 3. If it's not legal to run 3, then you can just change it and stick 2 more tuners in there. So mostly, I mean, it's mostly tuner heavy deck, and it's using, so you got 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, because the Gradle slime. They're all, the Gradle slime is tuners, so you got like 9 tuners in there. And if I were to do anything, I haven't played this deck, but you know, it could be a fun deck. If you know, if I were to change anything, I would, you know, take the card D and just take out 2 of these and put in 2 more tuners, because there's definitely a lot more tuners now. And now some of the spell and trap cards. You have your Guarded Treasure, your Gradle Impact. Again, I got 3 Gradle Impact, and of course it's good to get the Gradles down there, and you know, you can do a lot of stuff with that Gradle engine. The Gradle engine's actually a good engine to work with a lot of decks. Again, all you have to do is just read the card, people. Read the card. And in case you do play synchros, I mean, you definitely need some synchro crackers. And nothing says you can't use synchros, because you definitely have enough tuners. I mean, you can start with playing synchros and whittling down your opponent's life force. And, you know, a lot of the effects and stuff like that, kind of the spell cards, the trap cards, kind of control your opponent's plays, and it makes it really hard for your opponent to set stuff up. But you can still like start off with synchros and, you know, whittle your opponent down. Use there's a lot of good synchros out there that you can use, so you can just use that and just like whittle down, and then when you've got plenty of the synchros out there, you can just bring out this guy. This is a level 8, you know, just like two level 4 monsters, and you got level 4 monsters. You can also use this guy, because he's also a tuner, to bring out some of the big heavy hitters, tuners. So depending upon how you play, there's like a different ways you can play this deck. I mean, there's like 3 ways you can play the deck. You can play it, you know, by you know, having this as a main guy, and you know, boosting up your opponent's monsters, and also controlling your opponent's monsters, because you can like control your opponent's monsters, you know, put 1 to the deck, and you also increase, you know, 100. But you're also controlling your opponent's monsters, and it really frustrates them. I think there's like another name for this, for a deck like this, a deck that frustrates your opponent. But it can be great fun. I don't know if you can actually play this professionally. You know, it's something to think about. For the traps, I have the Gradle Split. I have 1 Grand Horn of Heaven, 1 Commander of Swords. I mean, Commander of Swords, have you ever know that this card existed? You know, it could be another Mystical Space Typhoon, but in trap form, you know. But it deals with your opponent's draw phases, and of course, to really frustrate your opponent, to Wall of Diffusion. And for the extra deck, you can play any good synchros or Xyz monsters. With that, you know, it just adds another level to playing this deck, and I think this deck could be fun. One of these days, I will have to try this out at my locals. So I just wanted to profile this deck. Let me know down below the comments you have. Do you like the choices I made in this deck? What choices would you have made in this deck? And did you actually think about using tuners in a different way? That's one thing I also do like with Konami, because they're always changing the game. They're always adding something. And I bet you, you know, you bypass this card completely. You know, the possibilities of that card. You know, to play tuners a little bit differently. You know, and it's, you know, it's an idea. So anyways, let me know in the comments. Stay creative in the magic of life, and of course, may the force be with you all. And let me know in the comments what you think about this deck profile, any changes you make. And I will continue, I still love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I still will be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos amongst all my other stuff in this. So anyways, thank you for listening, watching. Have a great day.